First time in 2007. First time in 2017, I attended a one-day workshop. That's when I realized, okay, we can actually write down few things and we can attract those things into our reality. So I practiced for 40 days what I wrote, and I attracted the company that gives more flexible hours, good pay. And then 1.5 year after that, I'm having discussion with my HR, and he said, budgets are squeezed. We cannot give you any more hike because you're already on the higher bracket. Then I discussed with Chandra sir. He said, okay, fine, you look for other opportunity. And I went in and resigned. And then immediately my manager called and said, okay, let's talk. Let's see what we can do. Before me, 6 other colleagues resigned and he let them go. But then he asked me, what is the offer that you are getting in the other company? I randomly said some figure, which is more than what the other company offered. He said, okay, fine, let me see. And then in 2 days, I got a call from HR saying that, okay, your manager want to do a counter offer. Do you want to stay back? So I almost fell down from my chair. It was exactly what I said to my manager. I just went out, and I don't know if you have watched this movie called Pursuit of Happiness. So that Will Smith will, in the climax, he will go out and he will just see the open sky and stuff, right? So it was the same feeling that I had at that moment. I got into my current company, SAP. So it was almost 80% hike than the previous one. I never had that much in all the 7 years prior. So
one of the places in the vision board I wrote, I should be a head or CXO or founder of a company. So after 2 weeks, I was talking to one of my neighbors, and then he said, Sridhar, why don't you start a company? I said, I don't have financial background, so let me see when it comes. He said, forget about everything, let's start. So within 2 weeks, the company formed. And then guess what? I'm the CTO of the company.
I started meditation, and very quickly it became something much bigger and much more beautiful. Before I even realized, I started enjoying it. And then I was attending my father's manifestation workshop. And in the middle of one of the sessions, just very randomly in my meditation, I get this thought that says, look at that website of that course once again. And I was thinking that I know the deadline is passed. In July only the deadline is over. So why did that come up? But I still opened it. And it says that they've extended the deadline by 1 month. So I have time. Within 2 days, everything, we finished it. We submitted the application. And from then on, literally everything happened so magically.
I can't believe the drastic change came in my life, and today I can experience the positivity, the confidence for facing problems in my life. And I had some manifestation, and it came true about my career. It is going smoothly, which I lost my job and I was struggling to get it. So today it is something, and it is unbelievable that it happens. I given a minimum 25 interviews. I haven't selected anywhere. But when I started doing meditation recently, before like 1.5 months, I got my job.
I have seen the significant changes in my life while I was doing the meditation, and I successfully manifested my dream university and even secured an on-campus job while I was in India. And I also got my visa approved in that 40 days period.
Good morning, friends and masters. Welcome to day 16. We will go into meditation first, then followed by wisdom talk by Chandra sir.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Meditation is giving us that confidence to realize a dream. It empowers. It's beautiful when I see these youngsters who take on to meditation and they're going into a tailspin when things don't happen in the mind, and then they continue to create more of that negative situations through our thoughts. But instead, they come out into a greater awareness to understand that they can create, they can at least dream for and wish for whatever they're looking for, no matter what the situation is around them. When we learned yesterday, observation manifests possibilities. There's no fine print out there. It is observation manifests possibility. If you observe on something, it must come true. If you put your attention to something, it must come true. The understanding need to develop. It says there's no limitation, there's no restriction. In the quantum field, everything is energy. It's like there is vapor, water become vapor and is there. It can become water again. There are limitation to it. That it will happen here, it will happen only as this and not as that. If we can give this knowledge to many people out there who are struggling with their own lack of understanding, it's only lack of understanding, ignorance, that one goes into a poorer state of mind and body, and so then eventually it can lead towards any kind of illness, to suicides, to many things. Just because we're not aware that while the system can be anything, while the environment or the parents or authorities can be anything, but I can stand on me and I am the consciousness and I have the power to change the environment around me. That thought is good enough. That thought is good enough. I have the power to change the environment around me. I have the power to realize a dream that I'm looking to have. When the youngster is saying that I can't tell how much it changed, that's what she's saying. Dozens of interviews, and they know how it goes into. Another youngster, dozens of attempts, maybe they're doing something with their parents and they don't agree. Another youngster, many things she tries to do by herself to get excel in the exams, but just cannot. Because of some distractions of the past and this and that, anxieties. It's youngsters, but it's for everybody. All we need to do difference is if we coach ourselves and if we coach them, if we give a little bit of time to sit with the youngsters for parents or adults and then get them to somehow or the other with patience. While you wish to have them come into meditation, now your wish has to come true. The same principles apply the same manifestation principles to see that they also come into meditation. If you put your attention on your child, your family member, whoever that is, or your colleague who needs the desperate help, you know it. then we apply the same principle of manifestation to see that the world around us changes, the person near me changes, it'll happen. If you know these principles, the principles fundamentally are founded on my thoughts and my feelings draw events and experience into my life. There are two aspects to this sutra difference. First aspect is that we feel empowered to create something. So it stops the downward spiral. You feel hopeful again. That's a very, very important aspect for any individual to turn around. Well, the second thing is, of course, the experience will happen. When it happens is subject to the manifestation sutras, which we learn. But it happens. That's why you keep hearing, I never expected that miracle to happen in my life. They're the consistent words that everybody says. Nothing short of miracles, nothing short of things that are uncommon that we receive and experience. Every time we see and hear a suicide, every time we see and hear somebody going into a rejection mode, an addiction mode, it just feels that if there is only a way that people around had the meditation known to them and then make the people around them sit, problems are solved. Well, let's go through a meditation, dear friends, and understand today, in the backdrop of yesterday's quantum physics derivation, that our thoughts create a reality, our observation brings possibilities into life. Then what are the ways we direct our thought towards what we want? We learn that after meditation, relax yourself, sit comfortably, relax your body. We're practicing breath meditation. One of the most simplest techniques. If you come to the breath, you come to the final destination. If you come to the simplified form of breath, that means a natural breath, then we are there at the final destination. There cannot be anything simpler than this, to be closing your eyes and observing the breath. Closing your eyes and observing the breath does all the magic. I was a very analytical minded person. I came into meditation in the year 2002 and I started practicing. I used to wonder, what am I doing? I'm just sitting, close my eyes. Does it going to solve problems? But the whole thing is in what, again, in a derivative we understood yesterday, that we are energy inside, and then that's the energy that connects all of us, is the whole, the field, the existence, quantum field of energy. And every meditation takes us there. To become that energy, become that field or the consciousness, every meditation takes us there. If that's called divine, this is called human. We leave the human, enter the divine. Every meditation. And so then it ought to solve all the problems. It had to give solutions for everything. Without an exception of what that is, we have to experiment. Let's go into the practice. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, your mind is becoming empty. We are in this powerful group meditation. When you observe your breath, your mind is becoming empty. As your mind is becoming empty, Allow yourself to experience greater calmness inside of you, greater emptiness all around you. Merge into that emptiness. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness, blackness, where there's no body, where there's no thing. That's energy. All emptiness is energy, the quantum field of infinite possibilities. The field of infinite intelligence. Allow yourself to merge into this field of energy, the field of no body, of no thing. The longer you stay connected to this emptiness, to this field of unknown, the more familiar you become, the more fearless you become. Merge into that emptiness and allow yourself to stay aware of this field of light, that energy of blackness, witnessing whatever that you may notice. Everything and everyone are connected in this field of energy. This is your greater mind, the field of awareness. The more you stay aware, stay connected to this emptiness, away from your body, away from your life, the more divine you become, the more whole you become. stay aware of that emptiness, that light, that energy. Allow yourself to stay connected to it. The more you are with it, the more insightful you become, the more you tune in to the energy, the more expansive you become. The longer you stay merged into this emptiness, that endless depth of that blackness, the more connected you become. Allow yourself to lose into this nothingness. Friends, at this time, I'd like you to express gratitude. Gratitude moves us into coherence in the highest state of receivership. Can you express gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, to everyone in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives? Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals. Give thanks to the technology, all the systems, companies, governments, institutes. Gratitude. To yourself and to this intelligent field. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session, and whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes. Okay, dear friends, hope you enjoy the session. Breath is a starting point. Music aids. My guidance helps. But in true meditation, you're leaving the breath. You're leaving music, you're leaving guidance, you're leaving body, you forget everything. It happens automatically. We don't try for it. We start observing the breath. Of course, the music comes, the guidance comes. Our attention goes there, but goes to breath. Music, guidance, breath. Here, there. But in no time, slowly, we forget we are with the breath. We are transcending the body at that time. As thoughts go away, we are transcending the body. As thoughts go away, we transcend the body. When we transcend the body, then we forget that breath exists or not. We forget about the music, meaning we don't hear anything. Maybe some faint voice, maybe somebody speaking in the background. Some light music may there, may not be there. All of that indicates that we are in deep meditations. You transcended, you are with the field. Let's go through the 5 sutras of manifestation, how to realize our dream. No matter what our circumstance is. So that's what meditation is making us. Meditation is making us to be empowered from inside. We seek empowerment from outside. We say, I don't have money, I can't go forward. We say, I don't have resources, I can't really do anything. You say, I'm like, this nobody, I don't have education, I've just been my whole life this, and so how can I do something different? But that's seeking external empowerment. But meditation makes us empowered from inside because it recognizes that you have everything within you. This is a very important shift in understanding. If we rely on external empowerment, we feel hopeless, helpless. Situations do not cooperate, then we feel helpless, withdraw, overwhelmed. On the other hand, if we believe that I can create, then you are empowered where you feel hopeful of life again. You feel positive about it. And these 5 sutras, along with meditation, are a beautiful way to at least initiate the process. All scriptures, if they said something, they must improve our life. If the scriptures are scriptures to put on the star somewhere, pedestal, but then they don't really add value to our life, there is no point. So they always had a value to our life, if only we understood them properly. Observation manifests possibilities, our thoughts and feelings create our outer experiences. So this is the basis of creation. If everything is energy, then Brahmand, from there somebody is intending, and so things are getting created, expanded. We call it consciousness, we call it plan of divine. And so if that is the case, that observation, our thoughts and feelings create our experiences, we all need to know, what do I need to manifest? From this infinite field of possibilities, what is right for me? How do I know? But only thing needs to know is, what is that I need to experience, I would like to experience in my life? Is it that business? Is it the job? Is it living in Bangalore? Is it living in America? Should I do post-graduation, or should I simply be just go for a job? Should I leave my job and then establish a non-profit center and then work for them, or is it now or later? Should I simply go into meditation, leave everything, and then be in that thing because that's all that just makes me be the consciousness, and then so that I can just have this ever blissful, joyful experiences? Is that the right thing for me? Meaning, go to spiritual practices. What is it that I need to do? If you know, whatever that is, if you know with clarity that this is going to give me great joy and happiness, or this is going to give me great satisfaction and meaning, this is going to give me freedom and liberation, not suffering, then we are there. But do you know, do we know, without a doubt, that this is the thing to do? And so it starts there, difference manifestation. Now some scriptures said, now you never know, and so then simply surrender to the consciousness and it'll take you, which is true. You become one with the consciousness, then it'll reveal to you what to do and then you do it. That's precisely what it is, meditation. Now, become one with the consciousness doesn't mean that you leave everything that you're working and enjoying here. You leave everything that you are living here with. It simply means step into meditation like the way we are doing today. We meditate for 35 minutes. That's amazing, beautiful. Sufficient enough to connect with our inner self again to say, hey, what is important today? Be quiet. What's important for next few weeks? Something is going to show up. Either as a vision, either as some inner voice, or later during the day or tomorrow or day after tomorrow, if I patiently wait, some messenger, a friend or someone carries a message for us, a newspaper article carries and says, this is where you go. And as you read, as you get to know that information, you feel joyful and say, wow, this is it. That's how you get to know. Know what to manifest from the infinite field of possibilities and focus on them without any doubt, hesitation, then things should happen. Doubt is creating more doubtful experiences. You know, doubt is not in line with what you want. Doubt is exactly opposite of what you want. And so we say no doubt or focus on what you want. So meditation is giving the clarity to know what to manifest. Meditation is developing the focus to manifest. So from this context, how do we put it all together to say, then so we have 5 sutras. First one, no, obviously starts with clear setting your goals. What is it I want? And visualizing about it as a process, which is great faculty of the mind. Second one, it develop focus. Third one, develop openness to possibilities. Fourth, reprogram limiting beliefs. And 5, accept and express gratitude. It's actually surrender, accept and express gratitude. Surrender and accept. So manifestation science sutra 1. Set goals and visualize. So know what you want to experience. It is experiences that we look for or that we want to have. What experience you are seeking in future? I'd like to be part of that marathon because I'm always passionate about, but somewhere my health is not cooperating. But you seek that experience of marathon. Be part of it. I would like to do that run for nature because this is my greatest passion. I'd like to create a new technology to solve, there are so many challenges out there, but this will help them. I'd like to see that the people in these areas are unnecessarily fighting among themselves. I'd like to go there and then do some work with them and then help them to come together and then just talk to each other. Give them a little bit of knowledge. Maybe do that as a non-profit work. I'd like to establish a non-profit. Okay, whatever that is. So, but the experience, establishing non-profit is a means, but the experience that is seeking is that you would like to see those people who benefit from the non-profit are having a greater life. That's the experience. So do you know what experience you seek? And so if you know what experience you seek, and that's where meditation helps. And we say draw them, put them onto a vision board, basically put it on a paper. Just, one line, 2 lines with a picture. Draw a picture, small picture, or stick a picture, and say this is a lot of people who are, if there are 2 factions, draw 2 factions, this side, that side, but they're all shaking hands and jumping with joy. They're happy. That's the problem solved. That's what you're visualizing. It could be your family members are always fighting on property. It could be, those youngsters in your family who are probably are in your friend circle who are just not getting along together, if they're married. If you wish to see that, if you wish to see your own life, think about that. But put that. It doesn't matter who that is. Although it's all about your joy. When you're wishing for somebody else, then it has to be you feeling great. It's not about you helping somebody. You feeling great about yourself. They're 2 different things. Just because somebody is going through the problem, don't try to help unless it gives you joy. Don't try to give that just because you have intellectually to understand that this is right. If it feels to you that this is the greatest thing to do, because it's very joyful for you, then do it. So its manifestation is about you feeling great about it because it's all about your experience. You are the center of creation. And so whatever you wish to experience must add great amount of joy and an elevated experience to you. Whatever that is, it must first make you super happy. Your son wants something, he wants to experience. Yes, sure, you can think about, feel about it. Before that, are you happy? First, bring yourself into a happier state. If you're in shallow states, then you cannot ever manifest for somebody else or something else. First, are you happy? If you're not, because somewhere else what you need is not happening, first focus on that, not on somebody else. All of this is obtained through meditation, gives clarity for our goals, our experiences that we seek. The question to ask is, why do I need what I need? Do you have clarity? Just because people are traveling around the world, do you say, I also must travel? Oh, I never travel, so let me travel. That's not good enough a goal. Just because others are going, you're going, are you sure it's going to give you happiness? Maybe it's going to get into a lot more trouble. Painful it is. You may not enjoy it all just by traveling around the world. You say, oh, I saw and I heard and I was moved by that special park or those great mountains in Italy and the Alps. And I was moved by this little country, Switzerland, how beautiful it is and how quiet, how peaceful it is. And I want to go and see what it is like. So that's an experience you're seeking. There you have clarity. Well, my friends have gone to Europe and then came on a 10-day tour, so I also will go. That's not clarity. That is just mind playing on the mind. You already have a beautiful house, but a new builder comes and develops a property, announces a new property. All your friends are madly going after investing because investment, second, third, fourth, just go because money is there. Keep pushing the price up for others to even think of it. Then you also want one because they're all going. Is it required? Do you even need it? Other than greed showing up there? Just one more investment? That's not good enough. While it may seem like it is just a small amount to go and invest, but it can only will bring more suffering when we accumulate more than what's required now or future. Is for bound to happen. When we consume more than what we need, which means that we are beyond our dharma. We are not fulfilling our dharma right. Because when you consume more than what you need, there's always a consequence to somebody, somewhere, something. Because of us, somebody else, something else is suffering. So, dear friends, it's important to know what I wish to experience. And many people know exactly because the intuition is telling them that deep desire, the passion is already known to them. Like, I love my photography. I'll do anything for it. Okay, so go. Dream of a tour or dream of an expedition where you're going with a lot of others like-minded somewhere into the Africa. Sure enough, great. Because you will be deeply joyful once you experience it. That's all required. Everything must move us into a higher emotion so that we are coherent with nature, coherent with ourselves. The body is great, the nature is great, people are great at that point. Everybody is happy. When you are happy, others are happy. And we gain happiness when we fulfill and experience what we truly seek, means from inside. And so, dear friends, so drawing vision boards just so that we don't forget and just that we don't change what we want. And then visualizing ahead of the future. That means the future experience, you visualize as if it's happening to you. So in meditation, you finish meditation, sit down and visualize. You finish meditation, sit down and visualize that future. Meaning one experience after the other. You're going to that park, and then you're nicely enjoying the nature. You are helping people. You are joining a marathon. You're creating those products at a business. You are sharing your knowledge across as an entrepreneur executive to everybody. you're attending conferences, whatever. That you visualize that thing as if it's happening to you right now. That's visualizing the future. The future experience is visualize it's a real emotion. There more on it, and we go another lecture later this week. Second thing is being open to possibilities. The second thing is focus. So once you know what you want, you know to be focused. So focus comes when your health is good, when emotional regulation is great, when you have a sound mind, not a mind that distracts easily, not a mind that goes into tailspin easily when there is a problem. Poor understanding can cause us to feel that way. You're working on your project and suddenly you overhear a comment and say, hey, it seems somebody is saying that no, you're missing a deliverable. A client is saying you guys are not doing right. You overheard a rumor. Now you're sadly going into this mental rumination. Oh, really? What happened? You go and talk about to everybody other than the people who can actually clarify it. So then it's distracted. My sound mind is not there. It has limited understanding. That I never take anything that's a rumor into seriousness, number one. Number two, whatever comes, first let me establish fact is truthful. If it is truthful, then say, okay, what has happened has happened. Now let me go forward. That sound mind has to be there. Otherwise, your focus will not be there. You wish to experience the project greatly, but then you are completely creating negative situations. Am I missing? Am I not delivering? Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe last time, we missed something. You delivered 99% because you heard this comment. You're looking for things you didn't deliver. That 1%. You focus on that and say, yeah, this didn't deliver, so I don't think this project was successful. You go into a tailspin. So you've got to have a strong mind. You've got to have that health, emotionally strong. Otherwise, then we'll not be having proper focus. We go out, come back, go out, come back. Successful people focus or emphasize on strong mind and body. Yoga gives you a bit of it, and exercise gives you a good body, but then meditation gives everything and more. It it fixes the body, and develops the mind. It rectifies the mind and develops the intellect. We become emotionally strong. So we regularly meditate. Sutra 2, develop focus, regularly meditate. Third, be open. Now you set your goals. The goal says that, okay, I'm running a software company, I'm running a company as CEO. Now keep doubting. I don't know when you're saying that. I'm generating a lot of funds for this cause. Be open to possibility. Now that the amount that you wanted perhaps is very huge. Or the business that you are looking to become and then run is and appears maybe a tall task or something. But then quantum physics is saying that everything is possible. So develop that openness towards it. You attempt to go to your board and say, hey, I would like to step up. Board says no. Be open to possibility. Don't give up and say, okay, board said no. Board said no means it's not possible. Come back. And then conclude it's not possible. Don't give up your goal. Abandon. Stay there. Maybe board will change its mind in a quarter. Are you passionately wanting to wait to make that experience? Then you stay there. Openness to possibility means don't conclude on things just because you experience something right there and against it. You're looking for raising funding. You went and knocked on the doors of 5 investors, or an investor said no. Doesn't mean that it is a permanent no. Not. So that's what openness to possibility is. Which means we are saying don't close your doors. Openness to possibility, don't close your doors unnecessarily concluding. Don't conclude unnecessarily on anything because it's not going to help you, no point concluding. Don't conclude in your mind. Do what you have to do. If somebody rejected your request, then do what you have to do, but don't conclude that it is not going to happen at all. And so be open, then maybe they'll come back. Soon enough, but later, but at least they will come back. And you don't close the door. And then be ready when that comes back. See it as a message and then be ready to change course, whatever that may be. Be ready to change course if you feel strong about it. Then, dear friend, the fourth one is reprogramming limitations. Now, this is 90% of the work. We are a being, already consciousness, and when we are aligned to the consciousness, which means meditation, then you already know what is right thing to do. Now, the only thing why things are not happening is because we ourselves limit and stop with our unwanted past experiences that are sitting there as beliefs in our mind, conclusions, judgments, behaviors, many things are there. They call limiting beliefs. They're sitting in a subconscious mind, a tiny subconscious mind, which is operating 90% of our life. The state of being means your personality. I can't do this. Things won't happen. It's impossible. My company promotion means at least 5 years from senior manager to director. It takes 5 years. Who is stopping? You are stopping because you're simply based on a past or a rule or a policy. The policy says, but every company changes the policy. Every company goes beyond the policy to do what they want. Always exceptions are there. Rules are there. Exceptions are there. Man figured out a way to break everything or make it convenient in any way. Yes, I have to do this ritual. Yeah, okay, only I got 5 minutes. Okay. So I'll go stand in there and just do this, and go. Over. You found it convenient. First of all, ritual is necessary, don't know. Second, now make it very convenient the way you want it. I'm here in United States, okay, somewhere that person is there, but I can't really do. Okay, come on to Zoom and then do it anyway. The ritual is done over Zoom. Funny it is. We didn't know. The thing, dear friends, is that the limiting beliefs that are there, limitation that stop us from experiencing life. Today, this particular muhurta time, this particular day, so I cannot do anything, is stop. Is that if we are creation, a full moon night is as powerful as a no moon night. And a full moon time is as great as a no moon time. How can it not be? How can it not be? We are creation. We question, the limiting beliefs stop us. So then just because the time is not good, we stop. We don't go. There is a great meeting, but no, it's a muhurta, time is not good, we stop. We don't go. And so you miss an opportunity. So many ways I can't do. It's because you didn't have great education, you stop applying for a job. Just because you don't speak necessarily good English, you don't even go out and take anything that requires a little bit of English, because that belief is there that I cannot. The beliefs set in the subconscious stop us from experiencing our life many ways, taking action. This is the biggest transformation that meditation brings in individuals, is these limiting beliefs get transformed. We're going to have a talk on this week.
I don't see subconscious stopper from experiencing our life.
So limiting beliefs. And the last one. So limiting beliefs must be reprogrammed, dear friends. We need to look at and say, what are those limiting beliefs that I have? Either ritualistic or just based on my past, just based on what experts are saying, what media is saying. If you experience something twice or thrice, then you become a belief. You have a new boss. You go to the boss and you present something. The boss says no. Then you saw in another meeting, he was a little strongly saying that, no, guys, I've just got a plan, so let's go forward. Now you connect that with the previous event. You put your idea, he said no. And then here he said, I have a plan, go forward. You connect these two and say, okay, so he's got his own ideas, he's not going to entertain anything. So you come to the conclusion that becomes your belief now. 2 times an experience, one direct, one indirect. Then you're saying, okay, he won't entertain new ideas. So what does it mean? A month later, when something beautiful happens where really works, but you're saying, I don't think so, no point. He won't agree. We stop. So limiting beliefs are like that, dear friends, which are forming judgments in our minds based on past experience. Same thing with the healing. Many experts told this is a lifelong condition, not going to heal. In fact, I was told like that about my ENT issue. Every ENT expert I met in 3-4 cities in the West Coast United States, including Bangalore here, they said it is a bent nasal canal, lifelong issue. So just take inhalers before and after you travel. But meditation developed that open mind without even knowing that in a few months later, about 4 months later, I actually started experiencing opposite of it. That condition that I had where my ears used to get blocked was not getting blocked. Are they getting unblocked? Naturally happening. Great. And you become open, and when you know what are the limitations you have. So I was having a change in mind at that time that my body knows how to heal, and then I'm having a great travel this time. These are the things that I'm saying to myself. A different thought that I'm sending a signal to the body. Then the old thought, oh my God, this is another 4 flights. I think it's going to be very tough this time. And the old state and the new state changed. That is limiting belief changed over a period of time. Last sutra difference is to accept whatever happens. Surrender, accept. So accepting whatever happens to us today, this is entire spirituality codified. Recognizing that our past is leading to the present, and so the present is based on the past, so can I accept it today? I may not enjoy great health in this moment. I may not necessarily be very successful in the moment, financially or whatever. I'm still having so many relationship challenges in this moment. While you're dreaming, you drew the goal saying that yes, you want to be having great relationship, but today or the next moment or tomorrow, you'll find the same thing happening, that fight, argument, whatever. But can you accept that and say, wait, this is based on my past thinking. My future will change only if I'm in a different thought. So just accept that and say, let me go through this. I know it where it's coming from the past. Let me go through it. Instead, the moment you have acceptance, you are into this coherence, you are in this not in negative emotion, then it gives you opportunity to continue to dream about your future. That's how you begin to change, dear friends. When the negative things come, your past limiting belief sets in. And it's going to sadly tell you, oh, okay, again, see, you're trying, but they're not agreeing. This is not going to happen. That's a limiting belief. Now, meditation, regular meditation, keeps your awareness of that and says, wait a minute. I know that's my past, but my past has nothing to do with future. It's based on what I think present. So let me disconnect you, and then let me stay calm, and then let me dream in my next meditation of a future. Transformation starts. So dear friends, the 5 sutras and all of these are developed through meditation. Setting goals, you get clarity. Visualization, our mind faculty is greatly developed for visualizing when you meditate. There's enough neuroscience research around it. You have focus, absolute lot of research around it. Openness to possibilities. As you increase your knowledge, you start becoming open. As you experience the manifestation events, then you increase your openness. Limiting belief, this is a huge science called subconscious programs. It's all there. Read the book Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe. It is beautifully explained in there why we limit ourselves and then how meditation solves that problem. And I think you're reading You Are the Placebo is the same. Then accepting and expressing gratitude. We express gratitude and we go into acceptance of life. As we go through this program, understand many, many concepts. Knowledge helps us to let go of lower experience, a smaller experience. It minimizes problems. If we see something as a problem, then we get stuck. But knowledge minimizes the problem. When somebody poorly responded to you aggressively, that is at that moment. It is not forever. If you just step up and say, oh, this is one experience, okay, let me step back. Maybe I can have the power to change later. If you have that knowledge, then you're okay at that moment. You accept. Right? So accepting and expressing gratitude comes through all of this knowledge that we are learning and of course, meditative awareness. So dear friends, these 5 sutras, we have a program called Elevate Your Energy, program in our BuddhaCEO app that you can take. If you wish to go through it because you look to manifest something, there's 5 sutras, 15-hour course is there. This week, first continue, listen to some more topics. That course product gives meditations for each one. Here we'll not have so much time, but that's one way. But this week, let's go through to understand, we'll explore some of these concepts and then decide what to do next. Yes, Sarada madam, any announcements?
No announcements today, sir. We have BuddhaCEO Foundation number, which we are going to share in the chat and also in the WhatsApp groups.
Okay, friends. So thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow again.
Couple of questions, sir. Can we take them?
After a short break.
Okay. Yes, sir. We have a question from Gokulnan, sir. He says, after some time in meditation, breath becomes slow and my focus shifts from breath to center of eyebrows. I cannot avoid this point and focus of breath. Please explain, sir.
Breath becomes low. Yeah, I see here. Breath becomes slow and focus shifts from breath to center of eyebrows. This point of focus of breath. Okay. So, first of all, yes, breath becomes slow is the right thing to happen. It happens. And breath is becoming slower and slower and lighter and lighter and lighter. Since you're observing the breath at that point and you have nothing to observe, as you may actually have some sensation get started there already. If you have sensations there, then it is right thing to observe the sensation at that point if they're happening. But if you are attempting to find the breath, let go. Don't try to find the breath because now you don't have the breath. It becomes slow and then light. You don't find it. Don't try to find it. Observe it if it is there. That's also the point when you are finding it very slow and then almost non-existent is the point you're going to empty states. If you simply try to observe that to find it. If it is a sensation that is you're experiencing because you're already sort of going into a lighter thought mode, that means your experience is starting, observe it. But if you're going into this third eye point because you had done some other practice in the past, then know that then it'll take a little while to come out of it. People do some practices. In the practices, they're asked to intensely focus on third eye and then visualize and all that, so it goes there. If that is so, then it'll take a little while to undo past practice. Right? That's how I would explain what you're going through. So if it is, breath is not the right thing to do, let it go. Don't try to find it. Perhaps probably what's happening for you there. Next one.
We have another question from Sukirti Manam. And she says, any tips to do meditation in a noisy, disturbing, constant, quarreling environment at home?
Noise cancelling headphones. Okay. Sit down, madam. Sit down, have the intention. If getting a noise cancelling headphone is a challenge, then sit down and have the intention that I'm just simply going through and thank you for cooperation. I'm going to a meditation. Master it. Beyond a point, we all can meditate no matter what the environment is. It's only in the beginning, of course, it helps to take a quiet environment. All right. Technology is there to assist these days. Yes.
I think we have a master here, Teju Tati. He says, hello, sir. If the pattern keeps on repeating, how to identify what is the issue? I think it's about the limiting beliefs or.
Go through the limiting beliefs lecture tomorrow, day after it's going to happen. Then you ask the question again.
Yeah, that is all. That is all the. Here another question from VN Rao. Is it right to say that heart and mind are in opposite directions and so difficult to focus and manifest?
Meditation brings your mind into check. It dissolves the mind. When you say mind, the negative, unruly mind, which is the conscious mind, and then this ever analyzing analytical mind, which stops us from going to see what is that I need to change. These two have to drop, and they will drop. And subconscious surfaces to change and remove any limiting there. All these stop us from manifesting. All three, that restless mind, conscious mind, is getting quietened every day in meditation. Do not try to manifest without knowing what we are or having a little bit of go. I mean, everybody wants to have dreams and goals, so go for it, no problem. And then don't get helpless because things are not happening. Once you are into meditation, things will happen, but just give it a little bit of time. Give it a little bit of time, it'll happen. Because the conscious mind, restless, is getting calmed. The analytical mind, which wants to just go on analyzing, rational mind, is subdued. Not necessary to unnecessarily. The awareness builds, which will tell it, hey, wait, stop analyzing, stop saying, stop disbelieving, stop asking unnecessary questions. Sir, this happened. Why did it happen? Yesterday I tried to go and then do the meeting. They behaved differently. Why did they behave differently? Why shouldn't they behave differently? You keep on asking a reason for everything. Or some simple noise coming. Oh, why is the sound coming here? Why? The body is such a complex machine. Can't have a little bit of noise? Or some headache comes. Why the headache came? I didn't do everything. I had good food only. For everything, we have an analysis. The analytical mind has to drop. And then third thing, then that's when we hear subconsciously deep inside the bed of limitation, which is sitting there. We have to go and clear all of it. Subconscious comes into the forefront to say, what limitation do I carry to stop myself? And so in due course, you will know the limitation that is sitting there. And with enough knowledge and understanding of what is limitation, what's not limitation, then you will move forward. I have to have very healthy, millets. Then only my body can stay. That's a limitation. I have to sleep for 8 hours. Limitation. I have to work really hard. Limitation. I'm very unlucky. There are people lucky and unlucky. I'm a very unlucky person. Biggest limitation. They're all there, and all of them have to be understood their limitations. These sessions will help. Yes, madam.
I have another question from Gokul Nath sir. Is that we need to follow celibacy to grow spiritually and stop wasting energy, sir?
Not necessary. When you go into deeper practices, it helps. When you go into longer practice, it helps. But see, it's not about wasting energy, it's about feeling what you need to do. We're here to experience life. So if you're here to experience samsara life, then don't go into celibacy because you're here with a purpose. No, don't run away from the purpose, is the concept. But in the purpose, you're going to be yogi or you're going to be doing 10 days, 30 days, 6 months meditation, 1 year meditation, it helps. But anyway, there you're going into solitude, so many things are not possible anyway. right?
I have a,
yes. So those concepts are there. We just have to understand where to apply and not to apply. And important to understand this. Yes.
we have another question from Sri PMM. Sir, sometimes I'm not able to identify whether I'm in meditation or in sleep. Once the meditation is over, I listen to the wisdom in that state. I don't know I am sleep or in deep state, how to find out.
Okay. So we said sleep is an important part of meditation experience. People who go into meditation, as they go into delta state, may go into sleep. Right. There matter ends. You're having a meditation experience. Take it that way. Now, why do you need to know if you're in sleep or not? It's one of the meditation experience. So you're going through an experience. It doesn't make any difference if you knew you're in sleep or not, isn't it? So many times we can't tell. So we don't need to bother about it. Instead, just experience it. Whatever happens in meditation, we don't resist and then be with it. Okay. If you're deprived of sleep, it need not be just today. It could be for ages. Or you're not deprived of sleep, but body requires more sleep, and it will take you to sleep as a beginning and preparation for your life to start getting better. And so it can take you to sleep. That's why it happens. So just experience it, enjoy it. Next.
I think that is all the questions we have for today, sir. Thank you so much for answering.
Okay. Please share something about your manifestation understanding. An experience that
sir.
you've gone through. Or a
Yes,
limitation
sir.
to change.
Yes, sir. Friends, when I started my 40 days journey, I wanted to experiment myself. So I was preparing for an exam. So I thought like, let me start doing meditation and see how this will help with my exam. And I was working at that time, and I still was, going to work, and I wanted to make sure that I will continue the 40 days no matter what happened. So as the days progressed, I started noticing that my focus improved, and I was able to concentrate, and I was able to sit for 4 hours. At least if I am sitting for 4 hours, I was able to concentrate and study for 2 hours. At the same time, I was able to work and take care of my kids at home. And then I kind of noticed that I'm not losing energy any time of the day. I'm having the same amount of energy in the morning and during evening. So I felt this was the beautiful thing which happened in the first 40 days program. And then when I went to write my exam, it's for 4 hours exam. In between, there was like a half an hour break. So I took that half an hour break. I didn't eat anything, and I just did meditation just to energize myself. And I passed my exam. I was so happy. And then I wanted to apply for new jobs. And this time, when I applied for new jobs, the fear of facing an interview, everything is like melted like a snowball. I didn't feel like it is like a scary part anymore, because going to interview is always like you feel that anxiety. So whenever I go to interview, I used to have a lovely conversation with the interviewer, and then at the end of the day, I used to feel like I gave my best. Whatever happens with with the universe will decide whether I should get or not. And then luckily, the jobs which the couple of jobs I went, some of them they just liked me the way how I was talking and how I was explaining them, and they offered me jobs, and I actually got more than 2 jobs. So, in this process, what I noticed, like there are subtle changes which you will notice over the time. But then I felt the consistency and my commitment to 40 days is what helped me come through this process. And yeah, that is the first beautiful manifestation I have experienced myself. And after that, I had this dream to work in one hospital, and many of my friends were saying, "No, it's not possible to get that. It's not possible for us." And then I was believing that. That was like for the past 5 years before I started meditation. I was in the belief that, okay, why do I have to waste my time applying for it? And I never applied. But then this time, after I started doing meditation, I wanted to give a try. I wanted to see how this works. And then I meditated after I applied for the job. For 1 week, I didn't get any response. After 1 week, I got a call from a old colleague. She used to work with me like 10 years ago. She called me and she said, hey, did you apply for the job? And I said, yeah, but how did you know that? And apparently, she was the director of that pharmacy department, and she saw my application and she said that I am working right now and I'm the one who has to hire, and she hired me. And that is when I felt like, when we are in tune with the universe, and when we are putting our energy and our thoughts in the right way, and doing meditation continuously, I think everything we desire, we will get it. And my limiting beliefs were so many of them dissolved like snow. The first thing is like attending an interview, or even not able to prepare for exam when you are working full time and taking care of home. All those are gone. And I just feel like I have more potential now, and I feel like I can focus more. My work performance has improved. My concentration and focus levels have improved tremendously. And thank you so much for BuddhaCEO team. When I started, I did not start with 40 days. I was doing every other week. But then once I started the 40 days program, I had an intention, no matter what happens, I will do the 40 days program, meditation along with preparing for my exam. And I experimented. And I think that is what all about. When you are open, when you have an open mind and when you want to experiment, I think that's when you experience miracles.
Beautiful. What would say? Aruna madam?
I never said this to you there, because whenever we meet, we will talk about something. But I think this is the right time I had to share with you.
That's the biggest limiting belief we all form. That's not for me. That's some way. Only some people get it. Many ways. Now, those listening, don't think that it's not for me because interview, I pass my life and then I'm not applying for a job. It's not. It is about conversation. Interview is one of the conversations. In a conversation, you are presenting your best foot forward so that you can seek an experience, you gain an experience. Even if you want to share something impressive to others, so they take that. That's the experience you're seeking. So know how, without limitation, you can put your thing forward best. So it applies to everybody who's listening. It's not just for those who are looking for interview and sort of switch off there. That's your analytical mind. If we are opening our mouth and spending time and energy on it, then there's got to be something, some experience that we seek to see, that it has to be very useful. That mouth, when we open, has to be useful. That means that every conversation, what limitation I have that I shatter, break it, and then go forward. How much effort I'm putting, how much mindful I am into it. That's the energy she's talking about, focused. And something beautiful comes out of the conversation.
And in fact, my manager who hired me, she saw the difference in me, sir, after 10 years. And whenever there is any conflict in the office, she wants me to go and talk to them, because she says that you are the one who handles the situation very peacefully. Can you please go and talk to them? And I felt that that is the biggest blessing, being able to bring the so much of, peaceful environment in work is not easy, but then someone believing in me, and I think I attribute that to meditation only.
Madam, meditators are the greatest mediators. I firmly believe in it. They mediate, they bring with that silence and energy as opposed to more words. Any amount of analysis cannot solve. And so it is bound to happen. Conflict resolution is happening greatly when a meditator walks in there and then provides that environment where anyone can just find themselves to be calm, and they have a higher understanding of situations, so it becomes easy to know where the challenge is. A mind plane solutions are solved through intellect plane. Intellect plane issues are solved from the spiritual plane. So a BuddhaCEO or a meditator is pyramid master is bringing that knowledge. And so when you have a spiritual understanding, intellectual plane issues dissolve. You know where the problem is. Okay, friends. So we'll conclude here. Thank you, Nidhi Madam and Priyanka ji.
Thank you, sir.